Welcome to the PLZ Soccer Studios here for the Scottish Junior Cup semi-final draw. I'm Peter Martin, Alan Ruff is alongside me, and I'm delighted to say two of the top men in the junior game are also here with me. Tom Johnson, the Secretary of the Scottish Junior Football Association, and his able assistant as ever, never too far away may I add, Ian McQueen, also here to conduct the Scottish Junior Cup semi-final draw. We have the bag, we have four numbers, and we're looking forward to what we hope will be two exciting semi-finals. Let's start with you, Tom. We've got a couple of clubs in the last four with a bit of history in this tournament, and maybe somebody with an ambition to write their name into the history books for the first time.
Absolutely, Peter. Auchinleck, 11-time winners of the competition, and Lochee fell at the final spot in 2005, but there we have Wishaw, first time in the semis for 83 years, you know, so it's an interesting last four.
Yeah, we always like to conduct the draw live here on Facebook, and Ian, there's no point in me beating about the bush. We're not really going to ask you for any tips because you've been having a torrid time trying to predict the last four.
Absolutely, so I'm not going to predict anything this time. I'll just say it's a very, very open semi-final, and as Tom alluded to, you know, there's a couple of teams in there, Wishaw in particular, who must be dreaming about getting to the semi-finals and further, and good luck to them. You know, they've beaten a few teams along the way, and in the quarter-finals they took a scalp of Kirkintilloch Rob Roy, which was no mean feat.
Yeah, I've got to ask you, Ruffy, I look at the four teams here. I've been getting texts non-stop over the last couple of days from guys, give us a good draw. There are no big balls, wee balls, or indeed hot ones at that.
Yeah, no disrespect to Lochee or Wishaw, but obviously Auchinleck, Hurlford would be in Ayrshire a massive tie. You know, I think you'd be talking maybe a couple of thousand over the games, and but who's to say what the draw's going to put up there? Ian's already said what an amazing season for Wishaw to get there. I was fortunate enough to get to four semi-finals, so I know what the teams must be thinking. It's a massive competition to get that far. There's so many teams start it, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And to keep with the tradition of the Scottish Junior Cup, Ruffy always manages to make it about him and what he achieved in the Junior Cup. So there you are. If it's not 3 World Cups, it's winning it with Glenafton. I'm sorry to each and every one of you to hear that story once again. Just before Tom holds the bag up, and then I'll draw the home tie. Not that it matters as far as the home is concerned here. They're going to be played over 2 weekends, Ruffy. You're going to draw the away side. Let's look at the numbers, and that's the most important factor for these teams. The players will be all edgy now, wondering who they're going to get. Number 1 is Auchinleck Talbot. Number 2 in the draw is Hurlford United. Number 3 is Lochee United. And number 4 is Wishaw. So, Tom, we've given it what we call in Scottish terms the best shuggle possible, and I'm going to draw out the first number in the Scottish Junior Cup semi-final draw, and that number is number 4. So number 4 in the draw, and I think you can tell right away that the boys from Wishaw are getting mightily excited. So number 4 is Wishaw in the draw, and they will play against
number 2.
And they are going to play Hurlford United. So it's Wishaw against Hurlford United, and it's fairly straightforward for the remaining 2 numbers. Number 1 is third out of the bag. Number 1, which is Auchinleck Talbot.
And they will play number 3.
And they will play Lochee United. So, Tom, give us your immediate reaction to the draw.
Well, it's interesting to have the 2 Ayrshire teams apart at this stage of the competition. It gives them an incentive to try and get an all-Ayrshire final, but I'm sure Lochee and Wishaw have something to say about that, Peter.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting times. Not quite the draw you were looking for, Ruffy.
No, I'm only saying from an Ayrshire point of view, you know, it'd been absolutely massive, but from obviously everybody else's point of view, they've been kept apart, and obviously Lochee and Wishaw will look forward to these games. As we all know, when you get to semi-finals, it's not all about favourites, it's about how you turn up on the day, and over 2 legs it gives you a better chance.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what the reaction will be to some of these clubs. You've been watching them play over the course of the months to finally get down to the last 4, Ian.
Yeah, I mean, one of the teams who must fancy their chances is Lochee United. They've taken a couple of good scalps in recent rounds away to Irvine Meadow, and latterly away to Beath with a 4-1 victory. Tom was at that game, and apparently they won comfortably, which against Beath at home is a tremendous result.
Yeah, let's not forget these ties will be played over the 14th and 15th of April and the 21st and the 22nd of April. Before we go back over the draw again, it would be remiss of me not to ask you, Tom, over the last couple of days the juniors have been in the news. There's a vote which has taken place. The juniors now willing to enter the pyramid system. There's a fair bit still to go, but what's your take on it?
Well, when the pyramid was set up, Ian, we decided to, Peter, we decided to take a step back from it and have a view over a period of time. In that period of time, things have changed, and as much as that more junior teams have now are now in a position to meet club licensing, and they feel that this would give them the opportunity to play in the Scottish Senior Cup along with the Scottish Junior Cup, you know. So I think that's the kind of catalyst for the change.
Yeah, big changes, Ruffy. Never thought it was going to happen, but suddenly it's upon us.
Yeah, I think the juniors have proved since they've been allowed to play in the Scottish Cup, they've handled themselves very well, and obviously you get a taste of what that's all about, and you just want a wee bit more of it. But certainly there's certainly a lot of junior clubs out there who are very, very well organised, and they might feel as if they want to make a step forward. Okay,
thank you very much to Ian McQueen and of course Tom Johnson. Always delighted to have them in the PLZ Soccer studios for the draw. It always creates a little bit of buzz, and now that you're down to the semi-final, you're only 1 match away from possibly getting your hands on this wonderful old trophy. Somewhere out there are a number of teams, players in Auchinleck, Hurlford, Lochee and Wishaw dreaming of scoring the winning goal in the final. But we've still got to get the semi-finals out of the way. They'll be played over the weekends of the 14th and 15th of April and the 21st and the 22nd of April. Let's go back over the draw for you once again. It is, of course, Wishaw, and they will play against Hurlford United. And in the other one, Auchinleck Talbot will play Lochee United. There you have the draw in full. Thanks to the lads here, Tom and Ian. Thanks to Ruffy for helping with the draw. And the only thing that remains for me to say is good luck to all the teams. Let's hope we have 2 smashing games, and with a bit of luck, 2 worthy winners to give us a final to remember. From everyone here at the PLZ Soccer Studios, thanks for watching.